Hey people, welcome to the channel, and here we are playing Star Citizen 4.0, a new hotfix. Apparently it's gonna be fixing some of these issues we've been having. We'll see how that goes, but I want to do a little tutorial on proper bunker running. How is it that you go about these things? I mean, you can just drop there butt naked and have a go at it, or you can go in a more organized fashion. And for that, I'll be using the C8R Pisces. This is available in-game. It is actually fairly affordable. It's one of the more useful ships you can have. It's one of the cheapest ships you can have in the game. It's a little ambulance. Basically, it has some very neat features. It's definitely one of my favorite ships in the game. Main thing is, well, first of all, it's tiny, super fast to claim. It's not expensive to speed things up a little bit, but most of all, it has a regen bed. You will respawn in that bed if you die. That is a massive advantage. And then, it's not as if it needs it, but it is very nice. It has a couple med pens, so when you go bunker running, you may want to take one of these just to... I mean, you have the bed in case you die, but it is also pretty sweet to be able to pick up sometimes, not always. There we go, yeah. Incredible, they haven't figured out how to get basic things that work in any game normally. You can store these, and you have a couple bottles of water. Again, this makes even more sense in ships that don't have a regen bed, which heals you completely. The only limitation, this would be perfect, and I mean absolutely perfect, if it had one SCU of cargo in these things. These are super tiny, 60k. That's a joke. It's less than a backpack. So it has very, very little, not enough for anything. So that would be ideal to have one SCU on each of these, which you have in ships like the Ursa. So it makes no sense to have that limit there. But one of the things you can work around, and it actually helps you going down into the bunkers, is get yourself a 1 SCU box. Now, it does not lock into place. That is one of the disadvantages, but it is capable of carrying it nonetheless. I've done this many times. I have never, and I mean never, and keep in mind, never in Star Citizen, that is a statement. I've never lost a box that I dropped inside the Pisces, the C8R. It does not lock into anything, but it stays there. Now, if you throw like a corpse, that thing will just fly out of there. That will not be there when you need it. You can get even the 2 SCU box. I do that fairly often. It's going to be a little bit more convenient. Let's test it, how convenient it is. I have done it again many times with a 1 SCU box. So, you get in here, walk backwards like so, and there you go. Again, this you can easily do with your 2 SCU box of cargo, which of course allows you to bring a lot more. This is the one I had here, so that's what I'll do. Remember to set a hotkey for toggling, opening, and closing everything in your ship. Makes life a lot easier in this game. So let's get to this thing. We have our little... We're joining a queue to leave the hangar. It is adorable. The idea that you need a queue to leave the hangar. Yeah. Yep. That's how things go out here. Raising the landing gear, getting all things nice and ready. There we go. So this is the way in which I do these when I know when I don't want to fail, when I don't want to have one of those shots that land on you and just screw you over. No, that is, you're eliminating this with the little Pisces. It's also fairly convenient to shoot down some of the enemies that you may come across when you approach. So as you probably know, when you get close to these bunkers, there's a good chance that there's going to be some enemies on the outside. Now, that's great if you go butt naked. If you don't have anything, you can shoot some of those guys down and get their gear. Careful, because there are friendlies. Make sure you identify. Just like in real life, don't go willy-nilly shooting anything you come across. Make sure you identify what you're shooting at, right? That's important. It's actually something that you need to incorporate in life as well, especially if you have guns. Right, first thing in training that you should learn, it should be that. It's not always the case, but it should. So, seeing that we have a little bit of lights there when we're landing, that's always much appreciated. I at least like. I prefer daylight, better visibility and all. Getting a little bit closer-ish. Let's go. And remember when back in the day, Lyria, this was the place for continuum mining. Yeah, talking about history there. Back in the olden days, you would come continuum mining here, and you made a pretty penny. Yeah, it was fairly nice. It was nice. So yeah, let's get a tiny little bit closer. Okay. Give it a little bit of time to spawn, whatever needs to spawn. Bring down the landing gear. X to completely stop your ship. And we see some activity there. Don't start shooting. Again, don't start shooting all willy-nilly, crazy mofo. No. Make sure you identify. Those are the good guys. The guys in red. Those are the good guys. Don't shoot at them. In fact, that is... yeah, that one is a bad guy. They shot him himself. So, the cool thing is, if they end up shooting one of these guys, that's not a problem because you can get their weapons, which is also nice. Also cool to have. Unfortunately, they haven't killed any of them. But when you do these a number of times, a few times, you will find plenty of dead bodies all over the place. Okay, so let's go down. Nice. You're getting close. I don't want to be too far off from the door. That should be enough. Toggle button, open stuff, and here we go. Make sure you have your helmet on. Why am I getting bloody like that? Crap. In fact, I'll get a little bit of a top up in my health here. Since I do have the bed. Let's patch ourselves up a little bit. We're all messy. You have a 50% food. All of that is restored here. So, I mean, it's nice that you have the food, but you don't really need it. You don't really need it. I would love to see these things stocked. It's not a big deal. It's just, one of those little things that, come on, give us a break. Why aren't you not giving us a little bit of food? In our ships that have like a fridge. If it has a tiny fridge, it should come default with some food. You're building the entire thing. You're not putting some food in it. That's petty. Alright, so let's set our spawn location here in case we end up dying. Regeneration. Transfer imprint. Confirm. There's a little bit of a bug that hasn't been fixed, which you want to double check. You want to make sure you are in fact regenerating here. Again, everything can go wrong. This is, after all, Star Citizen. But okay, good. Yeah, weird ass things happening. I like the armor of these guys. They have quite nice armor, especially the black one, the medium one. Would it kill them to make these doors just a tiny little bit bigger? Really, would it be that much of a big deal? A little bit of convenience. I guess it would. Anyway, there we go. We have a bunch of hostiles still left. Let's go work. And I have a backpack. Remember, now you can fit SMGs into some of these. A larger one will fit the full-size AR style rifle. So always keep that in mind. And it's nice to not worry about dying. If you die, that's okay. So we have a couple of these guys still left. The crew does its job, which is always much appreciated and so on. Stay low so as to not get shot in the face. Always a good idea. And let's... whoa, there you go. There you go, buddy. Few rounds for you. What about here? Oh, that's a security guy. We don't want to shoot that dude. Well, let's let these guys work. Let's let them do the work a little bit at least. If one of those good fellas gets shot, well, that is gonna be too sad. It will break my freaking heart, but I'll get over it. Okay. Eliminate target. He's still alive. All right. Let him deal with that guy. Or not. Well, apparently he's not doing his job very well, is he?
Go, go, I got your back.
Okay, there you go. Careful not to shoot the good guys if they're still around. They don't always get a marker. They should have one. All right, there we go. Is that all of them? Should be. I was getting markers for these guys. It's not completing. Oh. All right. What about now? Is that it? That one was not marked. That's interesting. Okay, objective complete. There we go. Did we find anything cool? Not so much, but we have a bunch of stuff here that we will get nonetheless. So that's basically it. Now you have a little bit of time to chill, just a few minutes until, I think it's like 30 minutes until you get kicked out of here. But mission complete. Now it's just a matter of stocking up our box, right? Our 1 SCU, or yeah, maybe even a 2 SCU if you have a bigger ship, even more so. But these will fit. You can store them, right? You can just put on store like that, and our guy will just place it right there in the backpack. Weapons. Oh, even the larger shotgun fit. Okay, that's nice. This one is even better if I put it there and save a little bit of room. But you see how this goes. Store everything in your box and go back, sell, use as you desire. See you next time, folks. Have an awesome day. Take care.